We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Broncos offense will go to work first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Going with the counter play here. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the field goal unit is on the field. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Finds his man. It's Brooks. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The give to the lone running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bush is ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal.
He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Back to throw. It's Lowry. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes a catch and knocked down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Out wide right, it's Parks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Throws quickly. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Lowry. Right side, it's Parks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All over him immediately.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll run it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Ross. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Finds a tight end, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Drops back on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Release to the back. And here's the third interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Run in the red zone, it's Buckley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're all over him. Needed a little more oomph to get it there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Now over to your game inside Waldo Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Now this offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Got the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Gets the back moving. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Nowhere to go.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quick give. It's Buckley. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Hunt is on its way. Slips through the line. Oh, what a cut! Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. 2nd and long here. Trying to establish the run. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well give it to him again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Changing the routes with his receiver. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for running room. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to squeak through the pile. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Inside the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to run, it's Buckley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. First play of this drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Hauls it in. Midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Working that left side now. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Jenkins. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Turns it loose deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Brooks. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
To throw, it's Lowry. Look out! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to get started. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Under pressure. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sets his feet. It's Lowry. Here comes the Heat. Here's a throw downfield late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll take it himself. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. First down here for the offense. Press center down's going to the air. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to tie us up in the final minute. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Working on the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Press shutted down's going up top. They're all over him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Grab behind the line, it's Brooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Ready, go! Completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Made a defender miss. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Broncos! And they score first here in overtime. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
And he makes the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Finds us back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, gonna throw it. Max got it on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Fourth down, and here's the ball game right here. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to beat